I had left the trailer a few days earlier. Before I left that day, I gave everything a good wipe down, collected all the instruments, and took them to the incubator across town to be cleaned. That day, I had to make 3 trips across town to drop Carlos off and return the dishes to the trailer. Back at the trailer, I arranged everything as it should have been and clocked out. On my drive home, I was thinking about making a call to make sure the power to the trailer was still on. I never did, and I regret that decision. 3 days later, I am stepping inside of the trailer to complete the task for the day. After a moment, I know that the power is off, and the smell seeping from inside the trailer could only mean one thing. The animal fat collected for this week's batch of soap had spoiled. I knew what I would find when looking into the refrigerator units. Warm, rancid, spoiling animal fat. This fat is the key ingredient to my friend's soap business, and I know that I would have to break the bad news to him. There were other products there as well that had started to spoil and rot, but this was by far the most problematic. It was no easy job to start the cleanup process, and I had to glove up and find the bleach and soap. Ironic, I know. I made short work of the cleaning, but it was grueling and took time, and there were other matters that needed to be attended to. It was a hard process, and the stench really got to me. Now I just must inform the soap maker of his losses. The light was about to turn from yellow to red. I gunned the gas right before the intersection of the street and was met by a silver Buick attempting the same maneuver, but from a turning lane. I actually had to use the brakes as the old lady in blinders paused mid-turn, frightened in the intersection. I slid maybe 10 feet towards her as she puttered away. I reversed back into the crosswalk and waited for the light to turn green. Both of us had attempted the same maneuver to run the yellow lights. I returned to the trailer the next day for my scheduled floor cleaning and knew immediately something was different. Just like walking into the trailer when the power had been turned off, I was walking into something new. The sink pump had been turned on, run dry, and one of the hoses had been disconnected. There was only one explanation. Overnight, someone had broken into the trailer and flipped the switch and disconnected a pump hose. But why? Was it the soap maker trying to send me a message? Repay me for the lost product. You're in my debt now. Or something more delinquent, like corporate sabotage.